back to that ARP money, does the White House wish that there was more oversight in where that American Rescue Plan funding went, since the president said yesterday that some of the schools have not used it well, and we're seeing in some places like Chicago and Milwaukee, some of it's been earmarked for other purposes, including critical race theory, and in Chicago you've got kids not going back to school now.
Well, Jackie, it's always been the case that local school districts make decisions about what is needed for their schools. That's always been the case long before the president took office. We did distribute that money out to states. As he noted yesterday, some have spent it, others have not spent it. They've spent it in different ways. I would remind everyone that when the CDC put out a range of mitigation measures, there were a range of steps schools could take, and different schools, some schools needed to redo their ventilation, some schools decided to invest in more bus drivers or more space so that they could socially distance. Different schools made different decisions. What is important for people to understand is that there is some of this funding that hasn't been spent in certain states to put in place mitigation measures. Now's the time to do that.
And then on the new CDC guidance, it's getting some criticism that it's confusing, the testing after leaving isolation, because it says that you don't need to test after day 5, but if you can get a test, if you want to test, and you test positive, you should continue to isolate until day 10. So that would potentially create a gap of people who are positive after day 5, but don't test and go back out into the community. And then there have been other policies that have shifted, including the policy around healthcare workers needing to test negative before returning to work, and then that going away. And also the note in the new CDC guidance that negative tests don't necessarily mean that you're infection-free. So is the CDC still led by science and not by other factors in determining its policy?
Well, Jackie, the CDC is absolutely led by data and science. And, again, if they hadn't changed their recommendations over the course of time, schools would probably be closed across the country, right? They, of course, are continuing to address, as they have for the past year plus, steps that need to be taken in order to protect the American people. The CDC's guidance did not add a recommendation for testing, including in workplaces. The CDC director just answered this question on a COVID briefing about an hour ago, where she basically said there was a lot of questions about testing, and she wanted to provide information in response to that about how to apply a test should people decide to use a test. They have also conveyed in their guidance, and they can speak for themselves, of course, that transmission and infectiousness occurs in the first 5 days after diagnosis with COVID-19, somewhere in the range of 85 to 90% of the time. Hence their guidance on the 5 days. So they can speak to their own guidance. It is led by data and science. It is not determined here by the White House. It is determined by the data and the scientists who work at the CDC.